So in mindfulness, first thing you practice is moment-to-moment awareness. I'll explain one by one. So M, moment-to-moment awareness, I, in the here and now, N is non-judgmental mind or non-judgmental attitude. D is detachment. Means whatever you see or observe during meditation or off the meditation, because mindfulness is practiced in two ways. One is called formal, another is called informal or non-formal, So formal meditation is when you spare time, you sit, you don't do anything, and you choose an object to focus. That is called formal meditation. Like yesterday, you did formal meditation. Other is informal or non-formal. That meditation is practiced, that mindfulness is practiced all the time. Right from you get up in the morning and you start different, calls of the nature, like going to toilet and brushing the teeth, taking shower and breakfast, lunch, etc., etc. All the actions, all the activities where you apply mindfulness, where you intervene the mindfulness in all the activities, that is called non-formal mindfulness practice. And that is something which is very powerful and that changes your life. Only 30 minutes or 1 hour meditation of mindfulness is not sufficient, is not life changing. What changes the life is all the time, when you are mindful all the time. And that is called non-formal mindfulness meditation. Clear? So, whether formal or non-formal, you practice these things, these characters, these essentialities of mindfulness. First is moment-to-moment awareness. You are aware, you are conscious for every moment, for each moment, not only you know uh, for an hour. Every moment you are aware. What you speak, what you hear, you know. That is called moment-to-moment awareness. And I is in the here and now. You practice to be in the present moment all the time. And wherever your body is, your mind is supposed to be there. It's called being with body, being with you, being with the purpose, being with the object, subject, or the people you are with. That is I in the here and now. But how to be there is the next thing. That is non-judgmental. Don't judge, because you cannot judge the truth. You cannot judge the universe. You cannot judge the nature. You cannot judge the truth. What you judge as good now can be proved as bad later on. Or even what you judge as day now, somewhere else that is not day. There is night. So judging as universal truth is a kind of error.
Okay.
Or we need to maintain non-judgmental attitude. So we have to teach, we have to practice and teach ourselves and our students that be non-judgmental. And with non-judgmentalism comes detachment. Even you are in the present moment, even we are with the people, but while you are behaving, while you are talking, and whatever comes as a result, you are detached with that. Or whatever is flowing right now, you are detached to them, whether good or bad. Like a witness, you are like a witness all the time. So one part of you is acting, and one part of you is directing, and one part of you is observing, like a viewer, like a movie, and like a spectator or viewer. Like I'm teaching, I'm speaking right now, but one part of me is also observing how I'm teaching, what I'm teaching, like we are listening right now. But one part of you is also observing. So one part of you who is observing is more deeper than you. So we have to be in our deeper layer, deeper, you know, level where you observe, where you don't attach. The moment you attach, you also become with that. And that may cause despair or sufferings. Whether good or bad, everything is momentary, everything is impermanent, right?
Right.
Good thought or good emotion or good feelings or good time, what you call good time, when you are partying, when you are enjoying, nothing stays for long, right? But
Right.
if you are so much attached to that moment, then when that moment goes, you feel down. Like normally people feel down after that festival, any festival goes, when any festival passes, or any
Right.
ceremony or any event passes, like marriage or birthday or any party, people enjoy, people dance. But when the party ends, you see everything is dismantled. Like if you install the tent, in the village areas, they install the tent and they do party. And next day, you see the tent is gone and things are gone. And next morning or next day, people feel low. Why? Because they were so much into that. It doesn't mean that you don't dance, you don't enjoy, enjoy, but one part of you, of yourself, is very conscious, very aware that is going. So not to be so much deep into that. Or if you go and come back without staining, not stainless. You go and come back, stainless. That is
Right.
called detachment. Yeah. Like King Janak. Have you heard his name, King Janak?
Yes, sir.
There was a king of Mithila, Janak, who is called Rajarshi. Who was a sent in as a king. So a sent also can become a king,
Mm.
a ruler, a
Mm.
manager. And who can be what you call enlightened king? The enlightened king is detached. Enlightened king is non-judgmental. And one more nature of mindfulness and or mindful king or mindful ruler or mindful actor, performer is forgiveness. You practice forgiveness. Forgiveness for whom? For people who had hurt you knowingly, unknowingly, deliberately or undeliberately. Hold the grudges. You don't hold the negative thoughts and emotions for anybody. You'll find some people who don't forgive, who just retaliate. Retaliation is different thing. For a country is okay, but you have just observed how India has dealt with Pakistan war surge just in recent weeks, right?
Right, sir.
Yeah, not so violently like other countries, with patience, with calmness. However, we are very strong. We are protesting that peacefully and globally. That is the best way to overcome, to win a war. So forgiveness, we should practice. This is what Buddha and mindfulness teaches us. If you won't forgive, then you will have negative emotions, right? And negative emotions will create unrest in you, unrest, agitations, turmoil. Sixth nature of mindfulness or character, sixth character of mindfulness is unconditional acceptance. We have to accept unconditionally what, especially the non-agreeable and agreeable things, people, circumstances, and phenomena, unconditional acceptance. Don't put any condition. Whatever flaws we have, or our parents have, our family members have, or our colleagues have, we should accept with patience. Seventh character or the nature of mindfulness is learn with beginner's mind. Means even you become huge experienced in mindfulness, but you practice the seventh character is beginner's mind. You always think yourself as a learner, as a student, because the truth is unlimited. The truth is not what people have realized or experienced so far. It is unfolding every day, every moment. So also life, so also people, so also the science, so also, yeah, the mysteries. Always learn, keep learning. Don't think I'm done. When you say I'm done, that is sign that, yeah, now you have stopped your growth. Yeah, that also happens when you don't learn, when you stop everything. And that is actually for them who want nirvana, nirvana, liberation from the cycle of birth and death. That is for
Right.
them because if they want to stop, then they will again create new karma. and new karma will lead to new birth. So for nirvana, you have to stop everything. You have to stop creating new story. So you stop learning also, you stop learning also. You stop all the thirst, all the actions, all the efforts, all the pursuits, what you call pursuings. You stop all the explorations, all the strivings, non-striving, non-seeking, non-finding, non-learning, nothingness. You practice nothingness. You don't mix up so much with people. You may have observed uh, people who are so much deep into nirvana, like Buddha. Although he was teaching, but he used to go just for alms to the village, to the city, and after getting the alms, he used to give the sermon or teachings to them, and then just return back to the jungle or to the end of that village or city where, because they used to live, Buddha and his retinues, retinue means his followers, used to live in the solitude, not in mixture with the people. Because when you mix with people who are worldly, who are extrovert, then also you'll become the same. But because you have to work in the world, that is why you are living in the world. But for them who don't want to be reborn, they have to practice solitude. They have to practice non-mixing with people who are worldly, not remaining in contact with them who are worldly. That is highest discipline. But that is for nirvana, not for that. Okay. But for dynamic, for this world, when you practice mindfulness for this world, to achieve something, to create something, then you have to, yeah, be here. But mindfulness is a tool. Whether you want to achieve nirvana or whether you want to achieve any worldly achievements, you have to be very focused, very intensive, very deep, very concentrated. And you see the best performers of the world are very, very concentrated, very, very much focused on their works. They're not interested in any other things. They are mad of their own things. Have you observed them?
Yes, sir.
They are so much focused. Like Arjuna. Arjuna was a great shooter, and he used to see only the bird's eyes. When he had to shoot bird's eye, then he used to see only bird's eye, nothing else. This is called concentration. This is called mindfulness. So to achieve anything in this world or to another world, mindfulness is the essential tool. Clear?
Yes, sir.
So these are the characters of the mindfulness, also the principles of mindfulness, and application of modern mindfulness in modern psychology and medicine. In modern psychology also, now it has come in the mainstream of psychotherapy. Mindfulness has come in the mainstream of psychotherapy.
Right.
Yeah, so you will observe that the higher or the what you call super psychologists learn mindfulness. And Dr. John Kabat-Zinn, who has developed a mindfulness-based stress reduction program called as MBSR. Have you heard this term?
Yes, sir, I have.
So MBSR is nothing but based on mindfulness. He has made a module where he has added different tools, different things, mindful stretchings, mindful breathings, mindful eating, mindful walking, mindful meditation, compassion, some activities he has added.